I teach computer networking here at the college, and I'm going to go through a little bit about how our program is set up, and some of the activities you'll be doing, labs and so forth. First of all, we'll talk about, of course, in here I'm going to be teaching you about theory and concepts of data transmission. But I will tell you that apart from the technical aspects, we put a really strong emphasis on doing hands-on labs. As you can see, the wire racks have our routers and switches located over here and firewalls, so each of the students will either share a pod or have their own individual pod where they can work on their hands-on projects in here. Also, in your sophomore year, in the spring, you will be in a class, it's called a capstone class, and that will basically bring together everything that you've learned from me, and you'll take this with our network administrator, and you'll be doing some live hands-on projects out on the campus, right? So one of the benefits of this is, of course, creating a portfolio with, documentation of all the jobs you've done and, pictures verifying that. Which allows me to segue straight to this. What are employees looking for? And I've gone to several conferences over the years and listened to the industry folks coming in, describing what they're looking for. And basically these three things. They're looking for a college degree, either a 2-year or 4-year. They're looking for certifications in the industry certification networking. And in particular, our focus here is promoting the CCNA, which is Cisco Certified Network Associate. Another thing is work experience. So, and those three things weigh, fairly equally in terms of desirability. So we give an opportunity for students to satisfy all three of those job criteria. All right. Now, kind of go into what you would be experiencing here as far as the curriculum goes. We use what's called the Cisco Networking Academy. It's an online curriculum. It's an online database, testing database. And although we do have lab books, which are hard copies, so that when you're working on your lab book, you have to physically have something kind of old school that you can write your notes down and so forth. We do have Cisco routers and switches, Cisco products, so what you're seeing here in the lab will prepare you for the certifications test. All right, so that's very beneficial. We've introduced CCNA routing. We've had CCNA routing and switching, but we've introduced CCNA security. Obviously, security is a big buzzword. It's been around for forever, really, but even more so in the past few years. So there's a focus on that, and we're also going to be introducing CCNA voice over IP, which is another hot topic that's coming up. And it's been around for several years, but we're going to be moving towards teaching that also. Now, next thing I want to talk about is can you get a job when you come out of this program? Absolutely, if you have the desire and the want to do it. These are the stats that I pulled off of the U.S. Department of Labor. 28% nationally, network administration jobs will be available and progressing, increasing rather. 44% statewide, and if you're looking at the wage, what you're going to be earning, approximately $70,000 a year as the median, and that was back in 2010. So I'm sure that's elevated somewhat. The next thing, a few years ago, I developed a partnership with, or our college did, but I made a contact down in East Carolina to develop what's called an articulation agreement. It's called 2+2. So if you complete your degree here at the college, you can then transfer to East Carolina University and complete your 4-year degree. So a lot of options here for you. I always tell my first classes when they come in, you don't have to join the Navy anymore to see the world. You get a networking degree. Networks are everywhere on the planet Earth. All right, so if you can get your degree in networking, really the world is your oyster, quite literally. And a testament to that, I would like to introduce my good buddy, AJ Phelps. AJ drove up to be with us tonight, and very much appreciated, AJ. AJ works for Cisco Systems down at RTP, and I'm going to kind of turn it over to AJ.
Hey everyone, my name is AJ Phelps, and like Randy said, I'm currently employed by Cisco Systems in Research Triangle Park. Just kind of a testament to what Randy was saying a moment ago. A degree in networking really is, your gateway to the world. I've told the last 2 classes, and I'll say it here. We have offices in Research Triangle Park, San Jose, California, Oslo, Norway, Tokyo, Australia, New Zealand. There's nowhere where you can't go. Like Randy said, networks are all around the world. The internet is just one big, huge network, and the underlying routing protocols, LAN switching technologies can be learned here in this classroom. It's not something that, the mysteries are debunked, and you actually learn with hands-on gear, physical gear. Randy also has a software-based program called Packet Tracer, which allows you to take these networks home, because some of this gear is quite expensive, and you may not, you're just not going to be able to afford it. So Cisco has provided a way to continue your studies virtually as well as physically. Another thing that I'd like to talk about is the capstone project, like Randy was going over just a moment ago. Another gentleman that was in my class, yes, this is 100% hands-on working knowledge of the technologies that you've learned through your curriculum here. We do everything from Unix to voice over IP, server virtualization, Microsoft Exchange integration, PowerShell scripting, Bash shell scripting. This is high technology stuff that you're learning here. There's really nothing that you can't do with this degree. It's a very high-paced, high-energy, fast-moving environment. You'll constantly be a student. There will never be a point where you'll plateau and say, okay, I'm not going to learn anymore. Back to the 3 points that Randy was pointing out, I have earned, and I will put a huge focus on earned, my Cisco Certified Networking Associate certification, as well as the associate level degree here at Wilkes Community College, plus the work experience, which is what allowed me to go from being graduated from this college for 10 days before I accepted my position with Cisco. So, are jobs out there? Absolutely. Can you get them through this curriculum? Absolutely. It just depends on how hard you want to work.
The neat thing about this, AJ alluded to, is you can literally take home this lab with you. So, for example, if Randall here is working on a particular lab and he doesn't finish, or he wants to practice more at home, this is literally the layout of the pod where he's working. So he can take this home with him and be practicing on it at home. It's not like you have to think, well, I can't wait till tomorrow to get to go do my my configurations. You got it right there. So it's really neat. You're literally moving straight into the router in the command line interface there and doing your configurations. And this is the online curriculum. It's all set up on a database for your user. You'll be taking your test on there. I think I mentioned that earlier. I really encourage you to come join me in the networking journey. It just depends on what your motivation is. But I hope that you'll contact me. I've got my information here at the bottom. You can call me directly or email me if you have questions and are interested to come by and talk further. One thing on the back of this sheet, it shows you a breakdown of every class that you'll be taking within our program. So you're kind of thinking, exactly what am I getting into here? Right there it is. So I ask you to spread the word, spread the gospel on this as well, that we're trying to promote this in our Cisco's trying to promote females in networking as well. It's a big push for that. And Jennifer, who's in the back there, is a student of ours here at the college, fabulous student, and she'll be participating in our Skills USA this year. And anyway, so she's a testament once again to that being facilitated for females in this field. It's not a male-dominated, thankfully. This field is not male-dominated. It's certainly open to the ladies as well, and I ask you to spread the word, to any folks that you know might be interested in our program, or for that matter, anyone else in any other programs here in our business division. Any questions?